Thank you so much for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. We are a conscious talk show to learn about self empowerment, the law of attraction, creating financial abundance, and natural health. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Awakening with Katina Love. Our special guest today is a returning guest. She is an international law of attraction practitioner, healer, writer, and inspirational speaker, Allie O'Shea. Today we're going to talk about the law of attraction. Her website is www.expansivesouls.com. Welcome back, Allie. How are you?
Hi, Katina. Thank you so much. I'm very well. And yourself?
I am beautiful. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So
Fantastic.
you're over in Ireland?
That's right. Yeah, I'm here on the Emerald Isle in a little town called Bray, which is near the sea.
Beautiful. So you're by water.
Yeah. About a 5-minute drive from water. So I like to be by the sea. I love the ocean, It's so good. It's so rejuvenating for your soul.
Absolutely. I love the water too. I'm a water sign, so I
Oh,
love
wow.
I love being by the water.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so harmonic.
Oh, absolutely. I just love being by the water. Whenever I go near the water, whether it's a beach, or ocean, or whatever it is, a lake, I just want to stay there. I don't want to leave.
Yeah, it's because it's so calming, and it just is. Yeah,
It is absolutely. So, the law of attraction. We're going to talk about the law of attraction. One of my favorite subjects. I know it's one of yours because you
absolutely.
teach about law of attraction.
I do.
We met over a year ago. You inspired me about, all the posts that you share on Facebook, all the inspirational posts, and your story about going to see Abraham. I think that was pretty fascinating.
Yes.
So let's pick up. What have you been doing in the last year? What's going on in your world of law of attraction?
Wow, it's been a year. Yeah, it came up in my memories as I just said to you there a moment ago that we had done this, our original interview a year ago, and I guess so much has happened in that year. My workshops took off. I did live workshops here in Ireland, and I got contacted by some people to bring them to them online so that more people across the world could share in what I was teaching. And so I set about creating the workshops, and I did indeed launch them probably back last September, October, so that people all over the world could do them. And now I'm so proud and pleased to say, obviously, it's been up there for quite a while, and people obviously have done them and still continue to do them and are blown away by them. In January, then I did a 31-day January project, a positivity project. But before that, actually, sorry, in September, I got published by Rumi Quotes, and throughout the last year, they have published, I think it's 12 or 13 of my blogs, all on the law of attraction, inspired by Abraham Hicks. Yeah, so it was amazing. So that was one of the first things to happen. And then I did a 31-day January positivity project where I put together 31 days of positivity and the law of attraction, and I went live for 31 days back to back in the month of January, bringing it free to the people, and it was a huge success.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty amazing, and off the back of that, then I created a tribe. So it's a Facebook private group, Alio's Vibe Tribe, where I go live exclusively once a week in that tribe solely. And it's a subscription-based group, and people pay me per month. And I go live in there once a week exclusively. And I also bring other people that come to uplift and inspire and are inspirational, motivational speakers like myself as well from time to time. So that kind of came off the back of the January project because people were wanting more. And so I gave them more.
Wow.
So it's pretty amazing.
That is awesome.
In May, I did a positivity, or I did what did I do? I did a another boot camp. I can't remember what I called it because I'm now on my fourth one.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, I did a 7-day positivity law of attraction boot camp in May, and then in June again I did a 3-day one. And at this very moment, Katina, I am doing a gratitude challenge, which is 7 days long. And, I talk to the people about gratitude and how it can change your life and how it, promotes happiness in your life. And it can open up, the powers of the universe and the energy of the universe to help to bring more things that you're looking to manifest into your life. Because gratitude is so important.
Yes, it is. It's
So
absolutely important, essential.
So, yeah, absolutely. And and along the way, I've then met some beautiful, amazing, inspirational people. I've become friends with the likes of Jason Stevenson, who's huge on YouTube, and he's like my meditation guru, and Tony Doyle, and so many other beautiful people that are inspiring and motivational and just wonderful people.
That's beautiful. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
So law of attraction, let's talk about it. What is it? What is the law of attraction? And how does it work?
Yeah. Well, the law of attraction is one of the most known and the most talked about universal laws, because there are many universal laws. And it would be the most common one that would be spoken about because obviously Rhonda Byrne brought it to us with The Secret 10 years ago now, or maybe it's 11 years ago at this stage. So it's the most talked about one. And a lot of famous people use the law of attraction, Jim Carrey and lots and lots of actors and famous people use it. And essentially what it is, it's the key to living the life of your dreams. And what it says is, that which is like unto itself is drawn. So we are like human magnets, literally attracting the people, the circumstances, and the events to us through our thoughts and our emotions. And whatever we focus upon expands. And this is how we create stuff and manifest it into our reality. That is the law of attraction. It's an inclusion-based universe, and the law of attraction doesn't take sides. So it doesn't understand the words no. So if you're looking at something and you're shouting no at it, the universe doesn't hear that.
Right. It hears your energy. It feels your energy.
Exactly. Yeah. But the words no and not and don't exist in the etheric realm. So you have to watch your words, and you have to pay attention to your emotions and become a deliberate thinker.
Wow, isn't that something? That's something that I've been studying this since 2006 myself, and I still deal with that. I am a much better deliberate creator, and I also teach law of attraction as well.
Yes.
But it's not like perfect. Like I'm perfect. I'm still human. I still, find myself in situations. But what I find is that I'm able to catch things faster before it gets too far along, right?
That's perfect.
The key is to not create that momentum, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that's perfect. We're essentially spirits in a human body on this physical planet. But yeah, as you say, none of us are perfect. And, even the greatest people slip up from time to time, including myself. Lots of things happen on a day-to-day basis, but it is about that awareness of not letting that momentum of the bad thoughts in your head or the negative thoughts in your head getting carried away with your mind. Because if you think a thought for 17 seconds, literally that is all it needs until the law of attraction takes hold and then brings you more thoughts exactly like that thought to join it. And so within 68 seconds, the universe has brought together things on the etheric realm to start to attract things, people, circumstances, and events that will lead to the manifestation of the thoughts that you've been having.
Right. So it manifests in the etheric realm before it manifests in the physical realm.
Yeah.
Earth.
I mean, everything is created twice, always first in the mind and then in what we call reality.
Absolutely. So how can we become more deliberate creators?
Well, it's like what we were just talking about. So, it's being a selective sifter, as Abraham Hicks would say. It's sorting through your thoughts and catching them when you realize you're having this negative emotion because of the thoughts that you've been thinking, and trying to get ahead of it, trying to get out ahead of your thoughts and the momentum to be that deliberate creator. To practice things like, affirmations and positivity as well, to understand that, we're all in this universe together, and we're all, people might say, come to you and say, oh, why is this person in a bad mood with me? But the thing is, it's because there's something going on in our own vibration, and that's why they're being like that with us.
Mm-hmm.
So,
reflecting it back to us.
They're reflecting it back. We're like mirrors. But, being a deliberate creator is about trying to get ahead of your thoughts, trying to catch them really early on, so that, that when you start to feel negative emotion, that your thoughts are not going in the right way, and that your source or your soul does not agree with the thoughts, or your inner being does not agree with the thoughts that you, in your physical form, are thinking.
Absolutely. So would you say that it's emotional intelligence that's tied to that too? Like, we have to be emotionally aware of how we feel as well as our thoughts, would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Abraham would call it your emotional guidance system. It's like the GPS in your car, telling you, guiding you, and telling you that's not the thought that your inner being or your soul is having about that situation or that person. So yeah, it is about being in touch with your emotions and catching those thoughts that lead to those emotions earlier on, for sure.
Absolutely. So if somebody's brand new at this, they're just getting into the law of attraction, they're just starting to learn about Abraham Hicks.
Sure.
They're brand new. What advice would you give to them, like starting to become a deliberate creator? Like, what are some tips you can give them, just starting out? Like, they're just being introduced to this work, and they want to manifest more good things into their life.
Well, definitely to do, a lot of us have been brought up with self-limiting beliefs for a start, and that's a huge part of where people should start, because self-limiting beliefs, when we're children up to the age of about 6, we're in theta mode, and
right.
Our brains are absorbing things like sponges, and we take on these things and we play them like a tape recorder right up into adulthood, of things that we've been told that we will, and we take them on as our beliefs. But they may not be serving you any longer when you're in adulthood. They may not be things that really, are helping you out. Like things like if somebody said to a kid in the playground, "You're really ugly." And so they've heard it enough times that they've now got this belief that they're an ugly kid, that they're not worthy, that nobody's going to love them. And so they take this into adulthood with them. And it's really important to reprogram your subconscious mind, because if you've got limiting self-beliefs that are holding you back from doing things in your adult life, it's very difficult to correct unless you reprogram your subconscious mind. Mm-hmm. So to reprogram your subconscious mind, it takes between 21 and 30 days minimum to reprogram your subconscious mind. And so that's listening to things like affirmations over and over again, positive affirmations in the present tense, short enough, but on a loop. Listening to it when you're going to sleep is probably the best time, and even if you fall asleep while you're listening to it is good. But these kinds of things can help you to attain things that might have been holding you back in your life that you wanted to manifest, but that maybe you were too scared to do, for not a real reason. You're ugly. Well, you're not ugly. That's just, right. A thought that you keep thinking and now it's become your belief because somebody told you that.
Right. Not necessarily true.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Probably not true. I mean, we're told so many things, and a lot of us take on a lot of limiting self-beliefs, and they stop us from attaining our goals. And it's like the fear of moving forward, so I would definitely say to work on your self-limiting beliefs for a start. I would also say Abraham Hicks is just my hero. And to listen to them. Obviously, I do loads of free videos where I cover a lot of topics that Abraham covers. And what I do is I turn it around into Allie understanding. So sometimes I find, or I used to find, in the beginning when I listened to Abraham, I used to sort of sit there and say, will you spit it out? What do you mean?
I know, right? Get to it right now.
What is this language you're talking? I don't understand. And, because I've been listening for so long, I'm able to decipher it. And so I kind of put it into Allie speak and explain it in a different way. Not that Abraham doesn't do a great job. I'm not dissing them in any way. They're absolutely my heroes. But I just think sometimes a different approach can be helpful to some people that don't understand.
A human approach.
Yeah, that don't understand what they say. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely. So why do you think we as humans, we have resistance? Like, why is that resistance there? Like, I've been studying this for years too. And I know that it's a natural law that things go well for us, but we have to be in harmony with the law, with that law, right? We have to be in harmony with feeling and knowing that things are supposed to go well for us. We can't be like mad or angry.
Yeah.
Can't have those feelings, those negative emotions in our vibration for too long a time, because what it is the law of attraction is things go in our favor when we think more positive thoughts. So if we think positive thoughts 51% of the time and 49% negative, we still have a leg up. But I'm at this place where I just feel like things are supposed to go right for me, and if they don't, something's wrong.
Exactly. I mean, that's their catchphrase, isn't it?
Come on now.
All is well. Things are always working
well
out for me. And the resistance thing, again, it goes back to your self-limiting beliefs. It goes back to, well, you've had this stuff drummed into you for years, that these things are going to come up. But also, it's not easy as humans to not stand where you are, like in any given situation. Maybe you're not feeling, not you per se, but I mean you as in plural, people in the universe that are where they're wanting to be. Maybe it's in a job that they want to be, or they're not in a job that they want to be, or they want to be living somewhere other than where they're living, whatever it might be. So it's not easy as humans where they're wanting to explain the conditions that have seemingly brought them to that place, and that causes them to throw resistance on the trail, because there's judgment about how you got there or whether you should be there. There's judgment about the path of even least resistance, about where you're going. Like, all of that throws unnecessary clutter on the trail. So as humans, we're so good at sort of talking about things, as Abraham would say, in reality, in inverted commas, where we should be focused more on things that are going well for us and concentrating on the positive aspects of those things in our life, rather than, actually, I did a live in my tribe group earlier where it was on cultivating patience, but it was I spoke a little bit about Abraham and their positive aspects, and they talked about how people look at the stuff and they say, well, here's a city, and if we were to say to you, this is a beautiful city, it's got beautiful houses, there's barely any traffic, it runs smoothly, it has fantastic shops, the sun is always shining, it's just a beautiful city, you would probably want to live there. But if we said, oh, hey, don't forget there's a pothole up there on 6th Avenue, you might change your mind. So we need to stop so the analogy was to stop looking at the potholes, to start to see the
Right.
beauty in everything that surrounds you, to look for the positive aspects of everything, and to stop focusing on the negative things that surround us, I guess.
Right.
So I hope that that answers your question, because when you look at what you don't want in relation to where you want to be, you're finding a condition that separates you from your true path.
Absolutely. And even though the contrast is there to help us to grow, because I mean, every great person who's ever lived has gone through something. I mean, we all go through things. In order to come into this earth realm, we're aware ahead of the time. You know, we just forget when we get here. But when we leave the spirit realm, we're aware that there's contrast. But we
Yeah,
came to learn and to grow and to expand and to create more stuff from the contrast.
that's it. Absolutely. And that's
So if we
why I,
live somewhere that we don't want to be, you know, it's a reason for it. It's a reason so that you can grow, so that you, when you get to the place that you really want to be, you can appreciate it that much more. And
absolutely.
you know, maybe it's part of your path. Maybe you're going to teach other people that you can come out wherever
Ex-
you're at. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, where you live. It doesn't matter where you grew up. You can come out of that.
exactly.
And so
Exactly.
maybe you're having that experience so that number one, you can grow. And number two is you can help other people to know and to believe that they can come out of that too. Like, look, I came through it. I lived in a crappy place and I didn't want to be there, but look at me now.
Yes,
You can do the
exactly.
same thing.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, contrast is absolutely inevitable in all of our lives. And the contrast is absolutely, you're 100% right. You know, it's there to help us to grow and to expand. That's why I called my website Expansive Souls. You know, we're here for the joy of the journey, and we
Mm-hmm.
are exactly where we are meant to be at any given moment in time. We're always in, you know, the place that we are meant to be. We are where we are, and you start from where you are, and
Yes,
then you move forward from that.
absolutely. So let's talk about gratitude and appreciation for a moment. Like how has it worked for you in your life when you practice that? And I'm totally with you on that. Every single day I wake up and I find something to be grateful for within 5 minutes of me waking up.
Brilliant. Yeah, I mean, gratitude is just so important. It on so many levels. It shields you from negativity. It makes you at least 25% happier. It rewires your brain. It eliminates stress. It can heal you. It improves sleep. It boosts self-esteem and performance. It enhances the law of attraction, and it improves relationships. So, you know, for all of those things that gratitude can help with,
Yeah.
why would somebody not be using gratitude in their life? Gratitude is, you know, it's the energy that helps the universe to create things to show up in our life, you know, because when you're thankful, and even thankful in advance of the things that are coming to you, the universe loves thankfulness. The universe loves positivity, but it also loves gratitude, because, you know, why would you know, if somebody gave you a cardigan and you for a present, and you took it out and you went, oh, that's disgusting, they wouldn't want to buy you another cardigan or another
Right.
present. Whereas if you, even if you didn't like it, you said, thank you so much, I love
Yes.
it, thank
Yes.
you so much, they're going to want to give you more. So
Absolutely.
it's the same with the universe. The universe, once you thank it, you know, it knows that you like this stuff, that that's what you are wanting, and it shows up in any way that it can to help you to get and to manifest those things.
I love it. I love that. You know, gifts. I'm always giving gifts, and I love receiving them too.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's amazing, like when you really get something that you really want and you really appreciate it. I mean, the other day, I love cashew milk. I love silk cashew milk. It's just something I drink every day. I put it in my smoothies. I
Yeah.
drink it. I put it in my tea. So I like have to have my cashew milk every single day. So the other morning, I realized I was like, oh, I forgot to get some cashew milk when I went to the grocery store last night. And
Right.
let me tell you, I opened the refrigerator and I had a brand new carton of cashew milk.
Wow.
My family member had picked it up for me. And I was so elated. I was so happy.
Oh, it's
Like,
so
oh my
nice. When
God.
it's just the little things, isn't it? It's the
It
little
is.
things, and that we can be appreciative of those little things. They all add up to the bigger things that manifest in our life. It's just it's the little things. It really is.
It really is the little things. And it doesn't stop there, because like the next day I work a lot from Barnes and Noble. And so I go there, I take my laptop and I work from there. And the other day I saw a young lady that I knew, and she's like, come on, I want to treat you to something. What do you want? What do you want? So I
Yeah.
got a cookie. I was like, oh, sure, I'll have a cookie.
Lovely.
So there's
Yeah.
another gift, right? I
Yeah,
received it.
absolutely.
I received that gift,
Yeah, but it's also, random acts of kindness come into play as well there, like for that family member to do that, they just thought, well, I'll be kind to Katina and she'd like this, and it's a random act of kindness as well, which
It
also goes hand in hand with the law of attraction, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And Allie, there's so many ways to give. Um,
Yeah,
so giving kindness it doesn't cost anything. It
absolutely.
doesn't
Yeah.
cost a monetary value. It just costs you exchanging that energy, and it's really not a cost. It's something that you're giving.
There's so many things that you can do. I mean, I've got a group with my friend John Bruff on Facebook, and actually we set it up in honor of a friend of his, David, who went through a cancer journey. John himself had gone through his own cancer journey. Thankfully now has been given the all clear. But at the time, David was homeless, and while he was homeless and John was helping him, they discovered together that he had cancer. And so John helped him through his cancer journey. And he gave him the book, The Secret. And I was very involved with David's story. I spoke to him a couple of times and, messaged back and forth and stuff. And so I was there with him at the end. And he was given the book, The Secret by John. And he just loved the part about gratitude. John said his eyes lit up, and it helped him through his cancer journey. Now, unfortunately, he did not survive. He passed back to pure positive energy last February. Okay. But it made his journey that much easier for him.
Yeah.
He had something now that he believed in, that he just thought was absolutely amazing. And so we set up this group, and it's on Facebook, called Global Random Acts of Kindness. And we accept all beautiful, loving souls there. And people just post there, nice things about kindness and random acts of kindness. And it's a loving, beautiful group of people.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's amazing. And also, just to mention as well, Katina, with regards to gratitude, that at the moment I am doing a 7-day gratitude challenge for free on Facebook. It's 7 days at 10 p.m. GMT. And if anyone would like to join in, they can just friend request me or follow me. My page on Facebook is public, and it's completely free. They just hop on when I'm live. And so just helping people to know more about gratitude. And if they've missed the first or the second one, that's okay. The replays are on my timeline, and they're also available on my YouTube channel.
That's beautiful. I love it. And then what I was going to add to that is a random act of kindness is opening a door for somebody, or even just a smile. Just smiling at somebody.
Absolutely.
Giving them a genuine smile, a smile that
Say hello to somebody. Yeah, say hello to somebody walking by you on the street. I spoke about that earlier, because I have a habit of saying pretty much hello to everybody that walks by.
I do too. I'm like that.
And it just helps people feel not invisible. Some of those people that pass you by and you say hello to, maybe they don't have anyone in their life, and you're the first human contact they've had all day. So absolutely. There's so many different little things that don't cost us anything. As you say, a smile, saying hello to somebody, opening a door, whatever it may be, it's just wonderful. It's a wonderful way to be, and to be as a human being, even though we're spirits, as I say, living in this physical body. But, here on this physical earth, it's nice to be kind.
Absolutely. So you're doing the 7-day gratitude challenge. I started the 7-day love challenge.
Cool.
I started like 3 weeks ago, and it keeps turning into another 7 days. So it's just a movement for me now.
Right.
So what it is so it started out, where I live in my complex. I live in a townhome, and I'm up here in Michigan. So there's some patches where the grass didn't grow because of all the salt that we put down last year.
Right.
So there's little patches like on the end of our like walkway or what have you in different spots around the complex. And I got this idea to get some rocks and create what I call love formation rocks. And so I started forming these hearts all around the complex where there's space to put them. I'm like, we need more love in this world. All the
Beautiful.
things that are going on in the media, we don't have to give it our attention. We don't
Hmm.
have to focus on the negative, the political stuff that's going on and all the disasters. We don't have to focus our energy there. It
Absolutely.
doesn't make us feel good. So why not do something that's going to lift your spirit and that's going to help to change the world and make it a better place? And so
Yeah.
I just started planting these rocks, like forming hearts in different areas. And I'm actually having a good time doing it. It's actually fun. It makes me feel good because I know I'm spreading love.
It's beautiful. Yeah, no, it's beautiful. That's a lovely idea. I love that.
Yeah. So, we have, different things that we can do to raise our own vibration as well as raise the vibration of the planet. So,
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
all have our part to play. And everything is just about perspective. How are you looking at things? How are you looking at life? Do you see the glass half empty or half full? What can you
Absolutely.
do to shift the way things are going? It's all about your mindset.
Oh, it's 100%. It's all about your mindset. Yeah,
It's
for
about your
sure.
mindset.
And I mean, positivity is so important. And again, I did a positivity challenge during May. That's up on my YouTube channel as well.
Beautiful. So, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
I'm just under Allie O'Shea.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to spell your name for everybody?
Okay. It's ALLIE, and then it's O''SHEA, Allie O'Shea.
Beautiful. And I have to check that out too.
Thank you.
Awesome. So, is there anything else you want to share?
Awesome sauce.
I love it.
It's still my catchphrase. Although this week, of course, we're changing the catchphrase to thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank
Anything
you.
else I want to share? I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Um,
So, if people want to reach out and work with you as a coach, how do they just go to your Facebook or?
Yeah, so mostly people will come into my messenger and, I do coach people one-on-one. They can either private message me to arrange a session, which is what we would normally end up doing anyway, even if they did book through the website, but they can book through my website, www.expansivesouls.com, or they can just PM me. And of course, then what I do is, because a lot of my clients are all over the world, and probably the majority of the main bulk of my clients would be in the States. So obviously we usually have to figure out the time
The
difference and
time
things
difference.
like that because I'm in Ireland. So, we do all that through Messenger. And what I do is I usually get people to let me know a little bit about the challenges that they're having so that I can be best prepared with how I approach the situation with them, because everybody's an individual. So everybody has their own stuff that they need looked after. So usually people will email me with one or two different bits and pieces that's going on in their life that they need help with. So they can reach me that way, and then they can do my workshops. I've got law of attraction workshops up on my website. Actually, at the moment, there is 30% off. It was going to be 30% off until the end of August, but because I'm doing the gratitude challenge for 7 days, I decided to extend that 30% off until the end of this gratitude challenge, which is on Friday or Saturday, I can't remember which. And just to show my thanks and my gratitude for the support of the people that support me worldwide. So that's up there on my website as well at the moment.
Beautiful. ExpansiveSouls.com.
That's right, yes.
Beautiful. So thank you so much, Allie, for coming back and being a guest on Awakening with Katina Love and sharing your knowledge and
Oh,
all
thank
of
you
your
so
wisdom
much.
and your experience to help us all on our journey. You are appreciated.
Oh, thank you so, so much for having me, Katina. It's been really lovely to reconnect with you and have that chat. So thank you so, so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in to Awakening with Katina Love. Namaste.
Namaste.